Alright, I just got out of seeing Osgood Perkins' new film, The Monkey, so let's talk about it. If you're not familiar with who Oz is, he directed the smash hit from last year, Longlegs, which is definitely a more traditional horror film in the sense that it's more of a thriller, akin to stuff like Silence of the Lambs or The Zodiac. So with The Monkey, it's a complete 180 for him. He goes full-blown comedy with this film, and that's either going to really hit for you or it's going to completely miss, because this film is so baked within the comedy that honestly it is going to either make or break the experience for you. And for the majority of what it sounded like within my theater, everyone was on board with it. Me personally, after about the 15-20 minute mark of the film, once I got kind of the rhythm and the pattern of how their jokes are going to be told throughout the film, they never deviated away from that, whether it was verbal comedy through jokes making to other characters, or through physical comedy, whether that be through deaths or something else a person alive is doing with their body or whatever. It just never, they never did anything different past that first 20 minutes. They literally laid it out formulaic what it would be, and it wasn't that funny to me. But my audience also really ate it up and really enjoyed it, so maybe that's just my experience with it. I will say Oz has an incredible understanding and balancing of tones in this movie. As much as I did feel like the comedy for me personally didn't hit, it hit for everybody else, and it was working so well in tandem with the violence and other things like that. But in terms of tones that I feel like were missed from the film, I think there was definitely a bit of a gap in terms of connecting to the characters. I never once felt any sort of emotion or anything towards anyone, even so much so to where they tried to have moments of emotion and these characters having a moment together. It was immediately tarnished and ruined by bits and pieces of comedy, predictable comedy, that I just really was not a fan of. As for the violence in the film, it was cool. It's very flash, it's just very quick. It's more of the shock of it. Outside of that, themes that they explore, I was really interested in how they illustrated generational trauma, whether that be through physical things that you passed on through your family or emotional baggage that you passed through. I thought that was really cool, and how they illustrated that, along with just the entire human experience in general, how life just happens to people and you kind of don't have control over stuff that happens, and you can't physically point your life in a direction of where you want it to go. It just kind of happens to you. So that was really cool. But overall, I don't think The Monkey was for me, but definitely go and check it out, because I guarantee I think the audience is definitely going to like this one a whole hell of a lot more than I did.